Hello and welcome back to part 11 of our Mechanicus hard campaign playthrough. I was thinking about our mission selection priorities and realised from the last few we've done there is a clear distinction in the difficulty we're facing depending on how old or new the missions are. So I think it would be in our best interest to clear the backlog a bit. So that would be anything back in the Argalex sector. So yeah, doing lock and key would be good because we get the flat upgrade axe, which is just better than what I'm using to slot that in, and that could be quite useful on a number of my tech priests as well. Eventually I'll go back and this is the least interesting because it's just not great, and the Natsu Baojo, so otherwise Maelob's even further away, but it's got a really good reward, so maybe I'll grab that. And I'm still not, maybe I'll just snag that mission at some point quickly because it seems like a bit of a doddle, but first I want to do lock and key. Go the tech priest, and go the vanguards. I believe we unlocked, yes, the superior version of the damage one, so there you go, we've maxed out these. Physical damage, energy damage, CP. Artifact research cease, obstruction can be overcome, defeated, conquered. That you have brought this to my attention suggests overcoming it requires my help. Artifact requires key, if possessed key equal true, research continues. Skitari intelligence report summary, key in possession of Lieutenant of Lord Argalek, who must be hunted down and killed by my tech priest so you can get this key. Magos, your wisdom equal infinite. Target war form location determined, heavy defenses equal likely. What does this artifact of yours even do, Tech Inquisitor? If we that knowledge possessed, specialist attentions of Tech Inquisitor equal unnecessary. It is worth the effort if this artifact can give us an edge in completing our mission here. Are you ready to support the Tech Priest advance, Kefra? I am Magos. Expect the Necrons to react poorly to a second round of ransacking. Apparently stealing all of their stuff over and over again is not appreciated. So in terms of how I get through this, there's... Okay, all of it is piled in the back there, so how do I get to those as fast as possible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically the same as no matter what you do. This region of the tomb was used to inter Argalex's lieutenant. Images of his glowering stylized mask glare down from everywhere. Perhaps there is some information on this Xenos to be gleaned, or perhaps it is more important to proceed on mission with all haste. Examination. Fully examine the monuments to the Necron leader. Aversion. Keep moving. Do not pause to seek out information that may be useless or even harmful. Overview. Give the monuments a cursory examination without sacrificing too much time. Well, I think we're here to learn. It's a Scavola mission, so let's keep in the spirit of things. Target Wolfham profile. Utslims the ill-tempered speculation. Enforcer among the crews of Lord Argalek's fleets. Great. Though the Corps' efforts to properly study the monuments alert the Necrons to their presence, they also turn up not only clear pit grabs of their inscriptions, but also decorative materials that can be repurposed into semiconductors and other components. So just great. You can go that way. It's exactly go. Well, I guess you could in theory skip the random events by taking a double glyph. You go like glyph, and then event, or just go to there. Then there'll be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's actually the same. You just don't have to dig your way through these silly random, because they have the potential to be really nasty in that they give you Tomb Awakening chance. Whereas you take the glyphs, we basically know what's in all of them. So yeah, fine. I'm actually going to take the glyph option. That's the bad one. I think that's CP. It is indeed. Very good. And then when I get to there, it won't quite be 2 yet, which is okay. The Blackstone one, please. Kill all enemies. Right, there's at least one console to work with. Just the one. Okay, so all enemies consists of Praetorian, a warrior, Praetorian, a warrior, and an immortal packed right at the back, so we're going to be running up towards them. The warriors go first, and they're sort of irrelevant, then me, and then the Praetorians start going, so I might be able to assassinate at least one of them before we start. You go first, which is great. I can use you to run ahead and collect a load of CP, so Jeremiah, followed by Menarius. Now has a better axe, so yeah, he does 4 to 6 flat damage physical, which is really nice. Then you, okay, then Leonardus with his big gun, and then the Secutor at the back, Oriochus. I like Secutor more as a name. Do I want to spend a CP on putting down a Vanguard now? It would be nice for some DPS into these. Still gives me 2, and I could use the... Yeah, I think I'll put 1 down. Oh, it's actually a good idea because I can put the second one down for cheaper with the Secutor's ability. So forward you go. You get all your CP from scanning one of these. Bit wasted on account of the fact that this is all kind of worthless, so let's do it this way. Okay, so let's start revealing some stats. What does this Praetorian have? 3 in 1, so I want energy armor to hack into you. That'll be the Volkite's job then. So I'm better off actually served coming over and hitting you. Do I want to do this now, or do I want to just walk forward? Yeah, I can walk for 1 and then swing for 1, and that's all of it, and then I can just put that all back and call that a turn. No idea what I'm doing to him, but hey, it's something. And then we'll put it all, fill the gauge there. Plus 7 CP, we'll save that for later. Okay, then Menarius, who is slow, so slow in fact he can't get there to help unless he moves way up there. Yeah, I need the energy damager one later to help with that, but what you can do is engage this one. Can't get to the CP without him hitting me, which is a tad annoying. Phosphor blasting him is wasted because I'm going to reveal his stats when I move next to him to hit him anyway. So he'll be better off targeting this one. Energy armor, okay. Am I willing to take the hit just for the sake of getting a bit of CP? I think so. Well, it's just a warrior and immortal, so they can't get enough damage done to me to actually kill me. Oh, I don't have a... I say that. I have reduced his HP for the extra damage output, so he can actually be assassinated if I'm not careful. 1-1, so he can be effectively whacked with this. I'll also take that back. And then shall I can heal myself, or I can give myself the shield just to take a bit less damage this turn. I think that's enough for now. I could even scan you just to know what the mortal's got. Okay, you're also an energy damage target. Nothing else is really needed right now. I could use distant prayers on myself. I think the CP will be more useful elsewhere. You're not interested in engaging me, okay. You attack the one with the highest physical armor. That's not bad. Oh, you are in range, okay. Just going to be damage absorbed. The movement reduce still goes through. Right, now you, who are stuck in place. You are killable with basically any combination of attacks. So how do I get rid of you in one shot? Probably with the big canticle. I can add 9 physical damage to a swing. You'll then do 3 to 5, which is actually 12 to 14. Killing him in one hit instantly, without having to do anything else. Yeah, okay. Oh, 11 to 13, slightly miscounted. Close enough. Start moving to help. You can also obviously cognition freedom to start DPSing your way through the tough one there as well. There. Because neither of you with your physical damage output are going to help with this. It really comes down to you. So let's bless. That seems sensible. use this because I'm going to shoot the big gun. And I might as well even do that for the huge shot that's about to come in. 9 damage. Most of the way through. You very nearly got through 2 Praetorians in a turn. Not bad. Ate all of my CP for it, but I think it was worth it. You, I don't think, are going to be able to get... You could spend a CP. I'm not going to... You're just going to shoot this and help move up. I guess you can get there and fire 2 phosphor blast pistols and probably you'll fall just shy of killing him. And he gets a turn, which is a shame. Well, if I run forward and hit him with that, that might actually do it. 3 armor is basically fine. Can't do enough damage to kill him. Could command fire now, so if I give command +2 damage and then command fire, it'll become 3 to 5. You'll survive basically no matter what. No, you're better off just hitting him yourself. I'm 1 square off there. It's a bit of a shame. We'll survive this just. There's no point in standing next to him to try and stop him from jumping around and being a nuisance. He's just gonna get out of the way and I can't contest. I don't need any of those, do I? That won't kill him there. Oh, I could use the reinforcements though. Okay, so once you... I guess I could hit done without putting him in, so you don't waste the point. Oh, you can put them anywhere! Oh, that's huge. There's no limit. Obviously, you'd be good at shooting into him, so just kind of be on this side to start helping me kill that one. Great. Yeah, I've got to use that basically every turn. If I command fire now, actually, I would be able to kill him, because I think they both target him. But does it only work with... He was able to hit previously, I'm pretty sure. All troops in range attack selected targets. Yeah, they should both fire into him. Am I willing to test this now to see if that works, or is it a bit of a waste? You've got physical armor anyway, and I'm easily able to kill you, so I might as well test it here. You're going to shoot, of course. Doing good damage, and killing it so I can't even test it. Well, fine. Yeah, you got it. I can't test it if you immediately gun him down. Okay, I'd like you to shoot him, so... Hang on, that's not good. I'm stuck behind my teammates. Pop out. Shoot. There's no point in you trying to... We're not going to kill him this turn, so it will go for another one. But then next turn I can easily take care of this and him. I'll just do a load of this while I have the chance. So in one turn you shoot twice, and then by the time the next turn comes around you'll have the machine spirit shot for the next round. Just pick that one off. Or even better, you can sequence it like you take one shot in one turn, and the next turn you can shoot and then use that and get the high damaged one. Yeah, the double fire is so versatile. Absorbs. Cool. Assume that's him finished as well. Okay. So it's going to end this round, so you want to collect all of the CP realistically you can. I'm going to have you run up and handle this for me. You can go get that. You can cognition stab him as well while you're there. But I need you to have the attacks left over so you can handle that, so someone further behind can actually kill the warrior. As you run by, he'll attack of opportunity and give you CP, which is funny. Whack. Move again. Yes, you're going to hit me, I know. Unless it's a crit, it gets absorbed. Counts for generation. Let's go grab the scan. It can only be done here, it seems. Curious. Five damage. Well, you've got this, no problem then. May as well just grab that and hide it here so you can't get shot and take an unnecessary hit. Okay. Oh, can't really help anyone else in any capacity, so you're done. Okay, you Anarius are going to heal yourself. Can you deal with it? No, because your majority of your output isn't really energy based. Why can't I target that pesky immortal? Because he's kind of hidden himself in cover nicely. He's gonna get to act before I can stop him, but I'll just live with it. Might as well do some damage now. Can I kill him? I can just swing it. Yeah, free axe swing into this, picks it off. Okay, now there's CP on the table, might as well use the claw. And I run to a position where he can't shoot me now. In terms of collection, there is only one on the map, so and you'll get one from when he falls, so you'll collect two. So I'd like to destroy him with only expending two, really. If I move to there, it's probably as close as I can get to safety. Well, there's one to start. There you go. What can you reach? Nothing. Excellent. Okay, you can take your big shot at him, which seems like a bit of a waste. How much left in the tank? 9 left, and it's energy armor. Sorry. 3, but even with 3, these guys with their higher power shots could probably get him. Particularly if I just walk them forward and then use the Secutor to... Yeah, I don't think I need to overexert myself at all. Just have the team here finish him off. One of you may struggle to get into range, actually. 9. He'll do 6 to 8 minus 3, so 3 to 6. And then you can use him to phosphor blast him twice because the pistols will go in. That's probably good enough. I'm willing to risk it. Okay, you come forward. Oh no, you have to use him second after they move into position to use command fire, which I don't have, so this is irrelevant. I can use command. I can extract a CP from one of those downed fellows. Thereby still placing me at the maximum. In fact, I don't even have one to spare, sorry. I'm being too pedantic about it. Yeah, you can do great damage on your own. Start. He's got, what, 4 HP left? That can, I think, fairly easily be dealt with by these. Give him an extra bit of damage so he definitely kills it. I think there are crits functions that you basically get the guaranteed max damage if you roll it. Yeah, 9 to 11. His armor's not going to save him. Two turns, no damage. Well, I say no damage. I missed one on Leonardus. Okay. A statue of Argleck's lieutenant stands at a junction in the passageway ahead. It points in one direction as if indicating the way. Mistrust, go in the direction it's not pointing, forsake. Find another route entirely. This is obviously a trap. Follow, go in the direction the statue is pointing. I imagine the arrogance of the Necrons is they're not going to point you into a trap. That's probably directing where you should go. So I'm going to follow it. Yep, it works. The passageway terminates in a small chapel covered in images of the lieutenant. evidently a sort of shrine or monument to this particular Necron. The unwholesomeness of such a place is counteracted by the wealth of information about the Necron and his deeds, which can be relayed to the Caestus Metalican for study. I'm starting to get a feel for the Necron arrogance. They have a certain flair when it comes to showing off. They don't set booby trap. If it's a booby trap, it's like something just sat in the middle of a room designed to get your attention, whereas this is, if it's about them personally, then it's actually about them. You don't have to worry about things exploding around you too much. Kill everyone. What's new? There's nothing on that side, and there's just one over there. I don't think I'm going to get to it before it triggers that, because it's a bit of a stretch. I'll put one down and then reinforce the other. In fact, if I'm cheeky, I might actually I could put a vanguard here and use it to immediately shoot that, and then start engaging the warrior. I could like cross map him and then use the extra damage thing, so he definitely kills it in one hit. Right, so for our deployment, Jeremiah first, then the Immortal, who is going to immediately shoot across the way and hit me. That's kind of annoying. Unless I deploy over here, which is a bit of a hassle because I'd rather just be closer to them. No, I think I can just move up and start shooting them without too much issue. Go there. Where do I want one of you? Just next to us there. He can't range us, so he'll probably start moving away. Is that intervening terrain? Oh, there's a wall in the way. Okay, never mind. We can just line up here. The Acanthite goes after Jeremiah, so that's the priority target. You can just sort of be safe here. You shouldn't be able to get a shot on us, no matter where he stands. Then Menarius goes. Make sure you're not blocking anyone. Then Leonardus. Then our General. And one of these. Oh, sorry, I messed that up. I don't like when they do that, really. It's kind of annoying. Shall I have you sit there just to make sure everyone has options? And one of you just at the back to shoot stuff. Jeremiah goes first. Let's immediately see what you've got. Okay, it's all energy armor, which is good because I'm actually quite good at dealing with that. I'll increase my physical damage. Can I do 10 in a turn? I think so, mathematically. You usually get it. Unless I get minimums 4 and... Yeah, I've already got it. Unless you get very unlucky, you're basically guaranteed to get this one. If I go CP, it's 5, and I use 1 in the axe, that drops me to 4, and then I can collect 2. So I can be at pretty much max CP without using the regain this round. And I get another one for actually getting the kill. So his old kill on enemy thing. So in fact I can do even better than that. Now we're at max CP. And go stand here so you can't be immediately hit by the mortal. You have no target, I don't think. Yeah, good. We can ignore him. And Menarius, how far can we get and what can we do? He's moved out the way. The little range guns can't reach him anymore, so I'm going to have to ignore the Immortal for a turn. Well, I can scan it to see what it's got. Energy armor, you're a good target to get vanguarded then. Can I... Can't tell because I don't have the range, but I'm hoping the vanguards will be able to just move to... here. Yes. Oh, even he can shoot there, actually. I'm wrong. Yeah, so I can use 2 vanguards, just line them up here and just blast it. Between 2 rounds of double shooting, it's what, 4 to 6, 4 to 6. So a minimum of 16, and then, unless you get minimum 4 times in a row, he's dead. So the 2 vanguards I put here by walking and by deploying will kill it. Ah, but then I don't get the scan this turn, because I had to put 1 there to pull that off. So I absolutely sprinted you up here just for the purposes of ignore these and just go grab that. pretty quick, so he can do it. That will hurt more than I would want. Yeah, kind of sucks. Okay, and then annoyingly, I'm going to have to get opportunity attacked again. While I'm here. I've revealed his stats by walking by, though. You're a good target for the axe. Oh, but then because I used the axe there instead of using it where I was supposed to do on the terminal, I'm not going to get it. Oops. Stand there. Yeah, you can hit me and do nothing if you want. Or just crit me to show me who's boss. Fine. Be rude about it. Okay, I now can't destroy this. So I will need a bit of help from someone. Good. Okay, and then I may as well full heal everyone because I'm going to try and end it in one round. Okay, you now. Can I have you contribute any damage to... Let's assume he's dead. No, there's no way I'm going to be able to get all of them. Not quite. 3 to 5 is good, but he's got a bit too much health to split damage between the two of them. I'd have to use the gun on him to pick him off. And then I need enough physical damage to somehow defeat that Praetorian this turn. Which I guess if I used the free canticle to give myself physical damage, that works. So I'd cognition freedom this to take a big shot into you and use the extra damage there to do it in one hit. And I can use the axe and the canticle to do nasty damage to him, and that might just about do it. So it's extra 9, so 12 minimum. So if you're unless you're incredibly unlucky, he only survives on 1. With this gun is 6 to 8, and he has 8, so I'd add 2, which becomes a minimum success, and I can even bless, which will definitely do it. So it costs all 4. So I have to use one of these servo skulls to give me extra CP to pull this off. Okay, I'm going to move to here. Oh, I haven't destroyed that yet. Okay, if I use the reinforcement to put down one there... Annoyingly, he's the one who hasn't acted yet. Okay, so if I kill him this turn, don't worry. I can put you to the end, so you go after you, so I can move you forward, shoot, then call in the other one, and then use the... Have him shoot that once to destroy it, and then use... At the very end, I'll use the Secutor to command fire and kill him. Right, I think that all works out. So go stand to here. We're going to bless now, I think. I think I can actually do it without the extra damage upgrades. The +2, that will immediately mean when I shoot this, he's dead. So let's do cognitive freedom. Eliminate that one instantly. I do 3 to 5, which will become a lot more than that in a second. I can't pick up the extra... Well, I could actually. I could walk over, grab the extra CP with the phosphor blaster, and have just enough to come back and hit him. Oh, I could even... Oh no, it's 1 to 2, it's not guaranteed, so I'm not going to take that risk. I'm just going to take the easier path. That's that solved, good. The extra CP is going to be useful, and then come back here. Big old melee damage smack. Okay, that makes it 12 to 14, which you could in theory survive, so I'm going to make it so you don't. The approach I'm doing right into instantly is going to mean I'm going to have very little CP at the end of this, but I think it's worth it to keep that down. So you're now done completely. Okay, the Secutor, I think I'm going to delay until the very end. Thereby allowing you to move and start engaging him. I can even destroy that now if I wanted, but no, let's put damage into you first to see how much I need to do. I wonder if command fire triggers the extra damage from having the machine spear active. Don't know if I'll be able to tell, honestly. So he's only got 7 left. Now you go, okay. Your actual personal DPS is kind of irrelevant, so I'm just going to have you stand over here. Now we're going to reinforce. 1. Yeah, I'm going to put you right there so you can shoot at either or. Oh, does he not get a turn? Oh, he does get a turn. Excellent. Okay, and now we're going to... I can't CP harvest anything, sadly, so... hang on. Oh, this doesn't work. If I command fire and he dies, he then doesn't get to activate. Which means he doesn't get a chance to actually destroy that. You have 2 activations, so if I give you... your next base attack does damage. I need to use 1 attack to hit that, and then the second attack will hit this. But the second attack loses the buff, and you won't have enough damage to kill him. I don't think I can do it. Wait, my servo skulls improve troop damage? How's that possible? Okay, I missed that when that became a thing. I give you +1 damage? Does that work? No, because sadly... no matter how I do this, it's not gonna split correctly. Yeah, I need him to go now, shoot that, and shoot that. If I use command, because he can't do it on his own, he needs a little bit of help from command fire. Real stats doesn't help, adding damage doesn't help. Also adding damage here doesn't help because he'll die in 1 hit. So what's more of a hassle to me? Ending it. Well, I need to let it last a turn because then obviously it lets me get that without, you know, running amok. I can't stall the extra help is the problem. Otherwise this would be easy. Oh, it's all troops get +2. That might solve the problem. But no, it's only for the next attack. Yeah, I'll use. He'll then become his turn, which is fine. I'll shoot that with a whole bunch of massive amount of extra damage, and then he'll go back to a normal attack for the second shot, which won't be enough to be fatal, which will drag us onto a second turn. No way he can contribute even a little bit. Yeah, 7's just too much. He only does 4 to 6 base. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Oh well, didn't quite work out the way I wanted to. Yeah, so here we go. It said 6 to 8. He might even survive the first one. So I have to shoot them both into him. No, I'd rather take care of this. It's more important. You'd net more overall by destroying that first. If it goes for an extra round, it's +1. That didn't work. Even with the 6, it won't do it. Yeah, well, one damage shy. Maybe he'll try and move or something and I can melee him. Oh, they even spawned an extra one. Okay. So we were all. So all of that was completely irrelevant. We were always going to get stuck with an extra turn. And he has to move instantly. That's irritating. I wonder why they're targeting Minarius so much. You can easily gun. But can you macro stab at him? Not at this distance. Okay, well, just get this out of the way for me. I can't actually draw line of sight on that mortal anywhere. So this is now an interesting question of whether or not you actually have attacks of opportunity. If you do just 1 damage, that's good enough. If not, oops. What I can do, I can move over here, lower it all to nothing, and then fill the gauge. Oh, I forgot about that. Fine. Doesn't necessarily change the plan. No, no attack of opportunity there. Oops. Alright. Take 2 damage. I mean, we live with it. Let's just start pummeling him mercilessly. Healing, you've taken 2 and he's taken about 2, so you could just claw and heal, but I don't think I'd need to bother. Seems like a bit of a waste. Speed this up a bit, we're clearly going to kill them all this turn. Right, so you just the vanguards can easily shoot him to death. That one's down already. Still can't angle him from there. Oh, of course you can. For some reason it's just not telling me. Okay, well, whatever. Fire both of these. You just need 1 damage. There we are. Don't think I can quite keep it to 0 this time. Quietly aiming for 1. Oh, -4. It will come down to the number of terminals in the fight and the battles upcoming. Yeah, he gets healed to 4, which is nice. That's a very, very nice one. Okay, now what was the path I took again? I came here, 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 here. I cleaned that out, and so I've already been there, so there's no hassle to going back. Go straight for the final battle. Or an immortal. What on earth? Oh, it's a lord. Board proximity confirmed. Load data. Predators. Detecting large anti-void forces from this form. Frustrating signal interference. Loaded. Play. This is a form we wish we had never uncovered. We do not underestimate high life form intellect. Gargantuan cognitive data. Lords are masters of strategy. They have ruined many offensive attempts. Revert to defensive stance while we wait for more data to be collected. Not peak of Necron hierarchy. Have instinct for more deadly forms. This form is a threat still. Ensure execution early in tomb exploration to increase chances of optimal victory. Concerning indeed, but good advice, Captrix. My emotional receptors are pleased you're on the mission. No need for pleasing. Hunt is only emotion. We have a lord to engage in combat. Gonna get funneled here. We've got only one constant, so that basically guarantees that we're going to be stuck with at least one. But it does mean I get down by one. So I've effectively got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns with which to kill everything, which is quite generous. Return will go and jump on us. The Dance of the Cryptek. You go first and run out. Who stood there? Get out of the way. Keep trying to select them up there just because it's convenient. You, then you, and then Leonardus goes there, and then you back there, and I'll put one of these down. Just easier that way. Warrior, that's trivial. Immediately attacked by this. Okay, so we're all going to get stuck on him. But it's not hitting the Vanguard. Dominantly concerns me. Now Jeremiah goes. Now what can I engage? This Necron warrior, I can use you to extract. Oh, that's an immortal, even better. Just leave that behind. plenty of guys around to deal with it. What do you have to offer? Energy armor. Okay, well, we're somewhat well suited to deal with that. We do this. Start hammering in physical attacks. Take all our CP back. So he's got what, 7 left, so he's going to try and move and then might be killed anyway. That's enough CP that I'm willing to hold on to the full gauge for the minute. Okay, here. Do you want to scan the big scary lord? Okay, we'll do that later. He's so far away, it's kind of ridiculous at this point. Oh, there are 2 terminals I misjudged. If I'm very aggressive, could I pull off a 0% mission? It's going to be hard, but it's worth a try. Okay, how do I deal with you, you headache? Isn't he stood next to Mechanicus? Wait. Out of range, I can't. Evidently I can't see his statistics, so no. No, Mechanicus is somewhere else. He's the one I'm using now. He's not touching him. Seems a bit of a waste to use a skull on that, but what else am I going to use it on? Yeah, let's just figure out what. Okay, it's all energy armor. Well, good thing I'm surrounding him by physical damage attackers. I can't actually get to him with you, so I'm just going to have to suck it up and leave. Just go make yourself useful. Learned being aggressive in these kind of things is more beneficial. Oh, you're kidding me, I'm 1 CP off. Fine, I'll go and extract it and get it all back. Your axe is now free of charge. I'd rather charge the machine spirit on these first. We're not going to be attacking anything else, so you might as well use all of these free shots. So they're all fully empowered for when you hit the next thing. Yeah, now everything's ready to go. -2. Wait, does that even cost me more CP to move to there? I thought I had more movement left. Oh, okay, well, I net more than I lose, so that's fine. Do I want to abandon this, or do I want to stand here while the other ones catch up? I'm going to stand here. Now, what do you do? Okay. Pretty decent move. Has what's obviously a resurrection orb on hand. Walk over here and start pummeling you. Free canticle to use physical damage to just instant kill him, or can I just brutalize him with who's on hand here? Yes, but I don't want to get stuck here for too long is the issue. Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm actually just going to kill you. Right now. And get everyone moving. Also, when Bless kicks in, he tries to move away. The extra 2 damage will guarantee the immortal falls as well. Good. Good. 14 exactly. Almost like I planned that. Right, now we can go. How long until he gets to us? It's almost beneficial that he's so fast. It means he can actually get here in a decent pace. I'm not going to waste the shot on that, or really any more CP running around. That'll do. Okay, you may as well charge a gun. Or would you rather he charge his gun? I think I'd rather he charge his, because by spending 1 CP that I'm going to spend anyway, you can shoot both rounds into this. (3 to 4). I might accidentally kill it without taking the Blackstone. And I'm 1 point of movement off standing up there so I can get the CP back out of it. Black stun isn't worth that much to me, let's be honest. 3, okay, well there you are. Again, no, just get a move on. I'm not going to move anymore. That's a definite kill now. Oh, no, only 9. Wow, he survived a 9 damage hit. Oh, I misjudged how much he had left. There's a lot more on the tank. Movement reduce is really irritating for you, sadly. Okay, well, get rid of it then. The one issue with deploying Skitarii troops too early is that they can't move, like they can't keep spamming movements like the Tech Priests. They get their little bit and that's it. And the Praetorian, so I effectively have 1 turn. I'm not going to do that because it's easier to reinforce and it's cheaper. No, I have, well, this turn and then sort of 2 turns to get through all of this in one go. I can macros W. I don't really want to. I'd rather just ignore it. Oh, he's so slow because of the slowdown. Curse you. Guess I could move a whole bunch to come up here and... I think it would be worth it. It's, no, really, it's 3 squares of movement. You have to eat your resources like mad. You can get further though. Can you get far enough to scan that lord for me? Not at this angle, apparently. Him being this far away might mean I can't actually get the kill. Okay, we'll start killing this one then. I'm going to miss out on my 0% just because of how wide the map is. Use the shield or just hold on to your resources for now? I'm just going to hold on. Would appreciate your getting closer. Yep, thank you. To the one who can't move, good, you can just stand here and kill him. Reanimation pro... Ah, it is a resurrection orb. Does that like reduce the reanimation times, or is there like a zone that it can do it from? Might have been a bit too far away to function. Okay, bigger. Now I can scan this and see what we're dealing with. Right, Lord. Okay. Very, so excellent candidate for being Skitari'd. Hard. 3 energy armor and a lot of HP. In that case, your energy shot is actually better suited at killing him. Good crit. He's easily to pick off next turn. Could even do it now with the axe actually, but I'd rather run up here because more physical damage into the Lord would be appreciated quickly. Same principle. In fact, I could have you immediately engage. You want to go... I can't quite hit the full combo. Running over there to grab that is 1 point too far to be efficient. I can get ACP with this and then move to about there. I could shoot both my pistols for no real reason, but I'd have 3, which is enough to call reinforcement. Use the command damage for both of them. And then command fire. Won't kill him this turn, but it'll do a good bit of damage and put me in good stead to finish him off next turn. Let's do it now. One of these, obviously well within range of him, but hopefully not so he comes over and starts killing me. So, let's just put him there. Have some CP back. Command you to be super potent. Right, come command unit. Now, it would be actually more efficient to wait for the other one to get here, but I'm hopeful with them both spamming attacks and everyone else jumping on him, it won't matter. Your own personal attacks, you are out of... Oh, I thought that really was in range. Oh no, I have to move first. I can get to there and start shooting him. It does 2 to 3, unfortunately. He's got, what, 3 energy armor, so that's completely irrelevant. I can move him up here to help shoot that one next turn. I do have my canticles though, which I've been neglecting. Use all the CP now. Yeah, this is literally the end phase. What am I saving them for? So if I used all the CP now, what will that allow me to do? Can I run? I can run by him if I take an opportunity attack to go engage him. Sit on all that lovely CP over there. Use that ability. Shoot him. I might even be able to kill him outright. I'm pretty sure you won't kill me just by walking by, and then I can use your full heal everyone next turn, and when we get to you to make sure we're all spick and span. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Good, okay, you're going to get whacked as you go by here. No, apparently not. Well, it's only because I'm standing there and not triggering his attacks yet. He won't do 16 in one hit though, surely. He'll be impressive, but not that impressive. Yeah, I'm going to get opportunities here, that's fine. Well, before I go, do that. Learn the Necron Lord's secrets. See how much he does. 6, yeah, okay. So, more impressive than anyone else we've seen thus far. But still perfectly manageable. Start killing you. Energy armor, that's annoying given your build here. Need someone else to come over and help me. Standing next to him with the axe would obviously be a very good idea to get some free damage. I'll give you... Wait, is there a range? Oh no, oh I see. I thought this was cross map. I had to do that before I moved. Fair enough, okay. Can't use that one. Just go stand next to him then. Now you can shoot twice. How convenient that I happen to have the perfect counter to deal with one of these in my Skitarii Vanguards. Now you aren't going to get there to hit him. But again, you can charge your gun by shooting this one instead. Oh, but that did waste the extra damage I could have done. Yeah, okay, 6 and 2 3s. Unless he comes forward, I might struggle to get in range. Another. Oh, okay. No, we're not. No, I don't think we're doing it this turn. Particularly because I've left these behind pretty severely. Can at least get both of them by doing this, though. I'd like to see your statistics if I had any choice in the matter. I do have choice in the matter. Okay, another big energy shot. He's about to get back up, so I need to stop that. Yeah, it's not, if it was Assassinate the Lord, I might be able to do it, but this is kill all enemies. I'm going to have to kill off everything. Start running around to engage the Immortal. He's all energy at physical armor, so there's no point you being there. It sort of gives away, so he's got energy armor and no physical. So that without revealing his stats, I can tell what he's got. Oh, I could have just done that and really pummeled him. I'll save it for when I kill other things in a second. My plan is to have you full heal everyone, then the Lord goes, so I can probably back off. Yeah, I'll walk in, do my attack, let him hit me, and then back off and full heal. In fact, I might even go around that way. Help kill this. Yeah, why not? Oh, it immobilizes him. And he has no more... Are you not allowed to use... Oh, I should have taken the mechadendrite thing before I moved. I can still use it on him then, whatever. So that when he tries to move, he'll instantly be hit twice and killed. Go. Give me that back. And then full heal. I'm still going for the miracle win this turn approach. And you are done, except for getting a bit more CP to help out the team. So you should fall automatically when this happens. So sadly you will take a bit of damage to this one. No, in fact it's the two of you over here, which is only two. That's really lucky actually. Animation protocol. He repairs one. So it repairs, but I don't think that will change the mathematics of this. Yeah, it takes at least 3. It's a solved problem. Right, that leaves me with a very healthy Praetorian here and no real way to supplement my damage, unless of course I use the energy damage and kill him. Right, so canticle to energy damage and kill him dead. That leaves us with you with unknown stats, but I knew he had physical armor. So I want him to shoot. I need to use this one here realistically, so. And all I'd have left is the little guys to shoot at him. I'm going to fall just shy here. Don't have the raw DPS I need to pull this off. Side. 15, 14 to 16. So unless you get very unlucky, that's it. Got the 15. Got him. Good. See what I'm dealing with here. 8. Right. Can I split damage enough between you two to kill him and him? They each have double fire and they would each have their machine spirit for the next shot. So I might as well run forward and just do a little bit extra damage with the axe. Because these two aren't going to be using any CP in their moves. Yeah, sadly he doesn't move after this. Oh, he's still active. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. In fact, if I knew that, I probably would have kept hold of a bit more CP, but never mind. Fine. Yeah, now he has none and has no means of gaining any, so I can't get over here to hit him. I can rush back there to grab 2. And he's going to basically use it all to go back to where he was. He can use 1 to get to there, and am I in range of these by then? Doubt it, but I might be able to get in range to hit him. Give you just a bit more damage. There. Yes, I can. So it's either hit him or use the thing, but I can't even use things too far. So yeah, just walk over and hit him. 3 to 5 isn't great. 3 more. Okay, dropping to 15. Not enough left. And then I'll use the physical damage canticle for one of you two. Right. You can do 6 to 8. Ah, he's used the double fire. Okay, so you've only got 6 to 8. So 6 to 8 plus 9. Oh, that kills him. Yeah, because that's 15 minimum. So he's dead to that. And then you go, and I think you've got 2 shots, so you can kill this. I think I've done it. Okay. 15 damage. Congratulations, Lord. You've been defeated by a Skitari Vanguard. You are finished. And now you can easily pamper enough damage to kill him. Yes, we did do it. So the only thing we missed, there's a tiny bit of damage on one of the Skitari, but otherwise, that was extremely good. Mission complete. The cohort reaches the sarcophagus of Argalek's lieutenant. The image of the Necron is carved into the lid of the sarcophagus, and in its angular stone hands is gripped the ring-shaped artifact that Scaevola has described as the key she seeks. She? Okay. The text priest pries the key out of its grip and return it to the Caestus Metalican. I kind of forgot that these were human beings for a moment. That's a lady. Statement, expression of gratitude, research protocols restarted. I echo Subdomina Kefra's inquiry. What does this artifact do? Poetic communication mode. It is a tantalizing mystery the blessed Omnissiah has placed before us to solve. End poetic communication mode. I have compartmentalized a great deal of frustration regarding this artifact. Hope that it helps us explore these tombs and eliminate the threat within Scaevola. It is sufficient importance equals false. Omnissiah would not have set it on our path. Everyone's fine. We just take... Yeah, we lost 6 Blackstone. Now, how much is a Necron Lord worth? What do you think, 50? Wow, 75. I mean, yeah, the destroyers were like 40, so I suppose it's sensible. And I get my upgrades. There's my new fancy bigger axes. Energia, which I'll consider in a bit. So, perform 300 physical attacks. Chanted on break armor. Then suffer 50 physical attacks plus 3 physical armor. Shroud's arm. And then you break energy armor. I prefer the do damage of a certain type rather than break armor of a certain type, if I had an option. Alright, let's see. Okay. 10. 12. You're pretty high rank compared to everyone else, so let's go back. The 10 rank guys all need to be ranked now. So you were going to be a Lex Mechanic, which is not super exciting right this second. You finished as a Secutor, so... Were you going to be the Lex Mechanic or maybe the Engine Seer? Can't remember. And then you're this. Oh, let's level up the... I was about to say let's level up Monarius, but he's actually already the farthest gone. I can give him the extra movement now. It's insanely expensive to level up him relative to everyone else, though. Yeah, it's not cost effective. We've got to double back and start doing these guys. So who doesn't do a lot of... I was about to say you don't do a lot of damage. You actually do great damage, so not you. I would probably like, yeah, you to level up first. I have the Secutor built, so what am I going to do with you otherwise? More damage output, more CP, healing. I don't need another healer. That's pretty much entirely covered by just one of them. Range damage? Turn you into one of these? Nah, I think it'll be one of these two for versatility. Yeah, making you this would be good. Okay. Gives you one extra slot, and then what am I going to use it for? Extra Mechadendrite, or perhaps... I could use one of these now that I've got Cognition Freedom. Fire a bit of flat damage when you need to. And I've still got a slot free. Why? Did I have one spare going into that battle and not realise? I guess you could do that. These aren't as good as I thought they were because they're range restricted. Fair enough. Okay, and then Jeremiah, who's already a Lex Mechanic. I don't need another Secutor, one is good enough. Having you move fast around and hit things would be interesting. Yeah, you do like your melee, the way you're built here. I don't mind that idea. Move nice and fast. And with your extra capacity, I think I'll give you the bigger axe. They appear physically different. It's got a big spike and one little spike and a hoop. And it's got 3. They do appear visually distinct. Cool. He gets his big axe upgrade. Just more damage. Even beyond that one. And then you're already rank 12. So the one who got left behind on rank 10 gets a level, which is perfect. Our tech auxilium. Would you like another CP collector? It would be nice, and it would synergize well with you because you do burn it more than anyone else. Having you come down this path. No, maybe no. You would be a Dominus because you're going to shoot big guns. No, that's what I planned a while ago. Yeah, turn you into a Dominus. Start improving your damage output purely selfish build. This one. I have none of the Mechadendrites. What would I want? Big guns already there. I have no 3 CP long range things. That's a melee weapon. Don't worry about that. Armor's in place already. Energy enhancer. What? Just to go absolutely cost 2, so I couldn't even put it on. I'd have to swap it out for that. So for a turn, that would cost reduced by 2. So that would cost 1, 2, 3, 4 if you wanted to bless. 5, 6 if you wanted to use the canticle. So you could absolutely burn CP down with him. In exchange, you'll get a gun that does that plus 9 damage from the energy attack, so 15 through to 17. Plus 2 from that would be... Well, realistically, if you're only going to use this for one gun, that's a bad idea. It's not cost effective. This is better off with multiple smaller armaments because this is just too expensive. You'd actually be better off with, yeah, the original. Cheaper equipment-wise and CP-wise. What is effectively the same damage buff for the one that matters. So we'll leave that down. So how do I use that last bit of CP then? I've got my free axe, which is convenient for you because you need all the CP for your other tricks. So I'm going to leave that. So it'll be a form of equipment then. If all else fails, just putting on a Mechadendrite is usually the way to go. None of the rest of this isn't really that enticing. Yeah, that's fine. I don't even remember what I spent it on. Yeah, just to make it... No, okay, that's fine. Right, so we're starting to tech them down their alternate paths. Yeah, currently they are basically as they're kind of effective already, so you'll eventually get to here next, increase movement. You're going to go down here and start doing more damage. You're going to give yourself actual weapon options because currently you are purely limited to letting your guys do the fighting for you, which is fine, but I'd like you to actually, you know, contribute a bit. And Jeremiah is also starting to run around because he's got physical damage as a kind of preset. He's not too worried about this stuff. Okay, good. Right, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. I'm now feeling confident where we are in terms of how we deal with missions, and we're starting to get the 0% missions come out a little bit more consistently, which I'm very happy with. If you have any notes on what I could be doing better, if there's, I presume there's still some misplays going on, so I'm very eager to receive feedback. Or if you just want to chat with me and understand the comment section, that's great too. I do take the time to stop and read everything, so feedback will be taken on board. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.